The 180-degree rule, or line of axis, or axis line, is one of the fundamental rules of cinematography that should never be disregarded unless doing it for effect. It states that in filmmaking, two characters in a scene should always have the same left-to-right relationship with each other. Your two main characters or subjects face each other. When you introduce them on the left and the right, this is where they will now stay. If the camera passes over the imaginary axis connecting the two subjects, it is called crossing the line. The new shot from the opposite side is known as a reverse angle. For a viewer, this is very confusing. Basically, choose a side to film from and stick with it. One of the best examples of use of the 180-degree rule is in fight scenes. For example, in Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino has followed the rule. We never lose track of the fight sequence, although it is incredibly fast and action-packed. In Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Gollum has a conversation with himself or with his other personality. Because the filmmakers used the 180-degree rule to have the good Gollum looking left as he speaks, while the evil Gollum is looking right, the audience perceives Gollum as two different characters talking to each other. This effect builds gradually during the scene. The first few times Gollum shifts between personalities, he is shown starting to turn his head, though the camera changes angles mid-turn. As the argument between the split personalities intensifies, the editing gradually changes to using jump cuts, not showing Gollum turning his head. In professional productions, the applied 180-degree rule is an essential element for a style of film editing called continuity editing, but that's another lesson for another day.
Go away. Go away! I hate you. I hate you. Where would you be without me? Ellen, I saved us.
In theory, you can cross the line, but it is imperative to show the camera crossing the line by shooting the movement, so that the viewer can still understand the direction of the camera and the characters. The 180-degree rule is not always obeyed, and sometimes a filmmaker will purposely break the line of action in order to create disorientation. Stanley Kubrick was known to do this, an example being the bathroom scene in The Shining when he disobeys the rule to help the viewer empathise with the confusion of the main character.